Under the blazing Texas sun, where the horizon used to shimmer with endless fields of gold and green, something dark is spreading quietly across the land. It doesn't come in storms or droughts, but in the pounding of hooves and the grunt of a beast that refuses to die. Across these wide-open plains, wild boars, once seen as a minor nuisance, have become a full-blown plague. They move like ghosts through the night, unseen but unstoppable, tearing through farmlands that generations of Texans have spent their lives building. What was once a rare sighting decades ago has spiraled into a billion-dollar crisis that's pushing America's farmers to the brink. In Texas alone, feral hogs are causing more than $230 million in crop losses every single year. That's not just numbers on paper, it's acres of destroyed cornfields, broken irrigation lines, shattered fences, and the heartbreaking sight of a farmer standing over a field reduced to mud and ruin overnight. From peanut farms in the south to vast cornfields in the heart of the state, these beasts strike like an army. They rip through the soil with their tusks, uprooting months of labor in a single night. And it doesn't end there. The damage spreads far beyond Texas. Across the United States, wild hogs now roam freely through more than 35 states, leaving a trail of destruction valued at over $2.5 billion annually. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has labeled them one of the most destructive invasive species in American history, and for good reason. They destroy crops, pollute water sources, kill native wildlife, and even pose risks to human safety. Their population has grown so fast that even government-funded control programs, pouring tens of millions of dollars each year into traps, poison baits, and aerial culling, have only managed to slow the tide. Stopping it completely? That's a battle no one has won yet. And so, as the sun sets over the Texas plains, a new kind of army rises, an army of hunters, ranchers, and farmers, united by desperation and grit. To them, this isn't sport. It's survival. With rifles slung over their shoulders and night vision goggles strapped to their helmets, they set out at dusk, engines rumbling through the tall grass. Every shot fired under the orange glow of the horizon isn't about trophies. It's about defending livelihoods, protecting families, and saving what's left of the land. Farmers have taken to social media to share their stories, pleading for help, demanding stronger wildlife control laws, more funding, and permission to hunt at night in more counties. Their message echoes through the fields and into the offices of state officials. If the government can't stop the boars, we but to fight this enemy, you have to understand it, and that's where the horror really begins. A single wild boar can weigh more than 200 pounds, sprint at 30 miles per hour, and survive wounds that would kill most animals instantly. Their strength is only matched by their intelligence. They learn. They adapt. They watch. Hunters tell stories of hogs circling back under cover of darkness, lurking in the brush, studying human patterns before striking again. They can remember traps, recognize vehicles, and avoid areas where others were killed. They are, quite literally, evolving with a stop. What makes them truly unstoppable, though, is how fast they multiply. A single sow can give birth to up to 12 piglets twice a year. Within months, those piglets reach breeding age, and the cycle repeats. A small herd can explode into hundreds in less than a year. For every hog taken down by a bullet, 3 more seem to appear from the shadows. It's an exponential nightmare, and it's turning the southern U.S. into a battlefield where humans are always outnumbered. This terrifying reproductive advantage makes the idea of eradication almost impossible. Every method, traps, poisons, fences, even helicopters, only slows the spread. It never stops it. Wildlife officials find themselves trapped between two grim realities. Total eradication is nearly impossible, but doing nothing risks destroying entire ecosystems. Feral hogs eat everything: roots, seeds, small animals, even the eggs of ground-nesting birds. They churn up wetlands, destroy native habitats, and outcompete deer and other wildlife for food. In some states, they've even started attacking pets and livestock. The damage isn't just financial, it's ecological, environmental, and deeply personal for the people who call these lands home. To counter this threat, Texas and other southern states have turned to a mix of aerial hunting, night patrols, and research-driven population tracking. Helicopter hunting has become one of the most dramatic sights in rural Texas. Marksmen flying low over ranches, scanning the brush for movement, firing carefully to thin the herds. It's expensive, dangerous, and controversial, but for many, it's the only thing that works. On the ground, teams use thermal drones to locate sounders, groups of feral hogs, before moving in for a coordinated strike. Scientists track their migration patterns, studying how they breed, travel, and adapt, in hopes of finding a long-term solution. But for now, every night brings another battle, another chase through the fields, another reminder that this war is far from over. And yet, despite the chaos and destruction, there's something almost poetic about the resilience of both sides. The farmers who refuse to give up their land, the hunters who risk their lives in the dark, the wildlife experts who study and strategize even when the odds seem impossible.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.